I just bought the new It bag from Coach that sold out in minutes. And my honest opinion, is it really worthy of the hype it's currently getting? Hey, if you are new here, my name is Steph. Now, I never thought I'd say this, but Coach appears to be on a roll right now. I have collected everything from Louis Vuitton to Hermes, but over the last few months, I cannot seem to stop buying Coach bags. I'll be going through everything that you need to know about this bag, from price to what fits inside, comparisons to some of its closest competitors, pros and cons that I can see with the bag, and my final verdict: is the oversized Kisslock frame bag worth buying? A little bit of history about this bag because it's been inspired by an older style from Coach. So we first saw the large Kisslock frame bag on the runway for Spring/Summer 2025. The bag is based on the cash and carry bag from 1969, which is an archival style first designed by Coach's first lead designer, Bonnie Cashin. Now, the Coach website reads, this bag has been reimagined as a spacious carry-all. This buttery soft glove-tanned leather silhouette features our iconic Kisslock closure inspired by vintage coin purses. And inside we have a zip pocket to organize essentials and a detachable shoulder strap. The overall look and vibe of this bag, I don't know, it's giving me nostalgic feels. Now, we saw this bag in two different sizes on the runway, an oversized size and a mini size, and three color options for the oversized version. We have a beautiful rose pink, we have a dark burgundy brown, and we have a black. We've also seen the legendary Sarah Jessica Parker with one of these bags under her arms, the burgundy one in fact, and Reddit seems to be going crazy for this bag. So the oversized Kisslock frame bag is being made from a glove tanned leather, which is a type of chrome tan leather known for its extreme softness and flexibility. It also has a lack of finish to the surface, so you can appreciate the leather underneath and the grain. Now, I can tell you, oversized bags and bags with a lack of structure and that you can scrunch right now, like under the arm, are so on trend. Now, if you haven't seen, I have just released my top 10 bag trends this year. It is a free downloadable PDF featuring the brands that are doing these trends the best. It's completely free to download. I will pop a link in the description box down below for you. Now, when this launched on the US website, it sold out in approximately 3 minutes, so I'm told. It sold out in the UK on the UK website in around a day or so, but one came in stock last week and she's here. I think this bag really fits nicely with the quiet luxury trends that we've got going on right now. No major logos, it's unique, but it's oversized, and it kind of stands out in its own way, not in a logo billboard kind of way, but just in its presence and the energy this big bag brings. So I did touch on that we've got two sizes of this, the oversized size. Which one did I get? Obviously I got the large size, but which color did I go for? Can you guess? Oh my gosh. This bag is, I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't know it was going to be like this big. I went for the black. I felt like the pink for me, I really, really love it, but it's too feminine. And the burgundy, like the brownie color, I do really like. I think that would work all year round, like autumn, winter, spring, summer. But it's something about like a big black leather bag with gold hardware. It's just so chic. So let me give you a quick tour of this very big bag. I'm gonna have to move back here so that I can get this in shot and actually show you. So we have the big frame going around here. It feels very sturdy, really nice quality. We have the Kisslock closure, and we've actually got Coach under here as well, which is really nice. This is where the strap attaches, the sides of the bag. We have these Coach tags here. What does this one say? The Kisslock frame bag, limited re-edition from the 1961 archival style, the cash and carry. This was inspired by. I actually quite like that, and these tags like aren't too in your face. I usually don't like them. It's very wide. We don't have feet on the bottom of the bag. And it says just there, genuine glove tanned leather, which I think is a nice touch. Now let's take a look inside of the bag. So it has come very well stuffed. Take some of this out. A lot of stuffing in here. This is just, oh my gosh, how big this bag is. Oh, it is leather lined. I absolutely adore a leather lining. Look how wide this bag opens out. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. We have a zipper compartment. Oh, okay, it's a shame this is fabric lined. I think they should have kept this as leather. but it is quite a nice big deep pocket, so you could keep your phone in there quite easily, and a card holder or your purse to keep it extra secure and safe. We have some Coach detail here embossed into the leather and closes really nicely as well. Again, this feels super sturdy. Now I've taken all of the stuffing out. Oh my gosh, I can now squish it under my arm. This might be the best bit, and you can squish it right down as well. Probably want to get this look right. What a vibe. So as mentioned, this bag comes in two sizes. We have the oversized size and we also have a mini size, but I can't seem to find this on the website yet. But this one, in terms of dimensions, the length of the bag is around 12.25 inches, the height is 11.75, and the width is 7.75 inches. This one retails at £695 in the UK, around $695 in the US. We then have the mini size, which is called the Handbagholic Frame Bag 10, and it's kind of like a card holder size. It comes with a crossbody strap. This one obviously you can only clutch or shoulder. I definitely think this strap is absolutely essential for this bag, and I guess you could also kind of hold it as a clutch if you wanted to by these parts here. It's kind of not so easy to grip on the side of the bag, or it definitely would have to be not stuffed so much so that you could get a good grip on the top, but personally I think wearing it under the shoulder is really cool. Now I actually thought this would make a really great overnight bag or a really great day bag. You know, if you're running around, maybe you want a change of shoes, cosmetics, a water bottle, your iPad or a notebook. I think this is going to be fantastic. So now let's take a look at what fits inside. And first, I'm actually very interested to see if my 16 inch, this is the larger size MacBook, would fit in here, and it's actually a little bit too wide. It will go in that way, but then we can't really turn it over, so it's pretty safe to say this won't fit inside. Now let's try my 13-inch iPad Pro. So this is quite similar and maybe slightly smaller than a 13-inch laptop, and it definitely kind of hits the frame there, but if you put it in at an angle, oh wow, yes, it definitely does fit in there with plenty of room to spare, and it almost can kind of lay flat at the bottom of the bag and you could still close it, but it does distort the shape slightly. Then I have here a full-size book. In there we can lay that flat. Noise cancelling headphones, a little cosmetics pouch. Definitely need to keep cosmetics in some kind of pouch because this bag is just, you will lose things. Then in the zipper compartment, it's a really big pocket in here, so my iPhone, this will fit any size phone in there. Card holder, of course you could fit a full-size purse in here, but I would keep that in the zip compartment to keep it safe. And I would also put in there my keys, and they easily fit in the zipper compartment at the back of the bag. Now, because there is no organization, this does keep falling in the bag, and it is definitely kind of hard to keep things in the position that you want them, but there is still quite a lot of room inside here. So if you had like a diary, an agenda, you could definitely get them in there also. And the bag has kept its shape quite nicely, and it still feels really sturdy. This would make actually quite a nice work bag if you don't have the 16-inch laptop. Now, before I go on to pros and cons that I can see with this bag, I thought I would do some comparisons, and there is a bag very specifically that I want to compare this to, and it's Coach's Empire 40 bag. I'm quite surprised that I'm comparing this because for me, the Empire 40 is quite a big bag. And like I said, I probably wasn't expecting this to be quite as big. So here they both are, and they are very comparable. In fact, the Handbagholic frame, I would say, is bigger. Can you see it's actually wider than the 40? The back of the bag, you could probably fit a bit more in the top of the Empire. We have the top handles, we don't have the top handles on this. This is very much more of kind of a fashion piece to squish under the arm. We can also do this with the Empire bag, but yeah, this one kind of screams fashion a little bit more than the Empire. The Empire is definitely a bit more practical. The Empire, we do have the zipper, we also have feet on the bottom of the bag, and we do have a longer strap to crossbody shoulder the bag, which we aren't able to do with the Handbagholic. We can only really shoulder it. To give another size comparison, because I know a lot of people know this bag and will have seen one, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, this is the MM size. My gosh, look, it's literally as tall as the Neverfull. It's also wider than the Neverfull. And I would say you can fit a similar amount inside of both of these bags. Obviously the Neverfull, you have a bit more leeway because it is an open tote bag. This one does close, so you can't pack it full right at the top here. And of course, my Ferragamo bag. This is the medium size. Ooh, the Ferragamo is definitely heavier. I will come on to that in a second. I would say it's actually quite a similar size. It's actually got the similar type of depth, and just to show you from underneath as well. Now, one of the questions I do see quite a lot is this bag heavy? Now, because the frame is quite sturdy, it feels high quality, definitely does have some weight to it. I wouldn't say this is a super lightweight bag at all, but I definitely think it'd be okay on the shoulder, or if you commute into work and you're carrying it maybe 10-15 minutes here or there, I think it would be fine. Both of these now aren't stuffed, and the Coach Empire, I would say this is heavier. This is a heavier bag, just slightly. Pros and cons that I can see with this bag. There are definitely some cons to this bag, but let's start with the pros. It feels really nice quality. The leather is nice. I love that you can smush it. I love the glove tan leather, and it feels really sturdy in terms of the frame lock. Another big pro for me is the fact that this is actually leather lined. It's a shame they didn't carry this on into the pocket inside, but I just love opening this out and seeing all this beautiful leather. A lot of the oversized bags from Coach aren't leather lined, and just to show you, in the Empire 40, this is actually like a fake suede lining inside of the bag. So it's really nice to see the glove tan leather continued inside. I also love that you can just open this bag right out. When you get a bag of this size, sometimes it can be hard to get into the bottom of a bag, because you can open it out and just see everything. I actually think it will be great, and it's much needed because there isn't really any organizational pockets. There's nothing on the other side of the bag to put your phone. Definitely a miss there, I think. I love that this bag can fit some very bulky items, so it would actually make quite a good everyday bag. And just the fact it's so chic and fun. Like, it's the perfect bag for someone who cares about fashion and making a statement without having like a big logo. You're into your quiet luxury, but her presence is known. And that kind of crossing over with it actually being a relatively practical bag. Not the most practical, definitely not, but definitely usable. Cons that I can see with this bag, and like I said, there's quite a few. I've touched on the frame does make it quite heavy, and for such a big bag, we do not have much organization inside of the bag. Probably because if you're squishing it and things like that, it's probably going to distort the shape if it had too much on the inside. No feet on the bottom of the bag, which I've mentioned. Biggest con that I have found with this is a weapon of a bag. Let me show you what I mean. I have gone to put this bag on numerous times, okay? Can you see what happens? I put my arm in and whack. I'm amazed this part of my arm is not bruised from this. So I am now learning to pick this bag up a bit slower and just take my time putting my arm through, because it does come quite clean sometimes. My final verdict: is Coach's Kiss Lock frame bag worth the hype? If I look at this in terms of a bag being functional, purely from that perspective, then no, I don't think this bag is worth it. I think the Empire is a superior bag in terms of like a work bag, an everyday bag, if you're looking for something practical. However, that being said, interestingly, I think I will probably use this bag a lot more than the Empire. It feels a bit more fun, it feels a bit more fashion. Its looks, its nostalgic heritage, its uniqueness and functionality. I mean, look, if some of you have seen some of my other videos, you may know that I actually purchased the Dino, the oversized dinosaur, from the Kiss Lock frame range, and I really do love this bag. It's very fun, it's not taking itself seriously. But if I'm being honest, when I did the unboxing, I was unsure whether to keep it. And lots of you said keep it actually, which was interesting. But a lot of people said, Steph, get the the oversized Kiss Lock, because you will actually use this bag. You can fit so much inside, versus Dino, which, I mean, Dino is not really, we have a zipper compartment here, but it's very flat. This is very much a collector's piece, but one that will collect dust because you cannot use it. At least with this, you get the fun fashion vibe, but it's functional. Then I think this bag is worth it. I think it's worth the hype, and I'm actually excited to see Coach maybe bring this out in more sizes. I think we could definitely do with a Goldilocks size. So we've got the mini. I don't know how much this is. It's not currently on the UK Coach website and I can't find it anywhere, which is like a card holder size. We've got the oversize, and I think we need one in the middle. That will be really cute. Let me know what you think. Are you a fan? I will pop a link to it down below to see if it's in stock. Sometimes they do randomly come into stock. That's how I got this one. But make sure you don't go anywhere, because coming up next, what the hell is happening to Coach bags right now? Here's what I think's going on and what it means for luxury. Enjoy.